welcome to Call Me Ozz Live. How's it going out there, guys? It's Wednesday, another windy day, I guess. I don't know, just another day in paradise, right? So welcome to Call Me Ozz Live. We're going to talk about, guess what? We're going to talk about comedy. We're going to talk about karaoke. We're going to talk about live music. We're going to talk about magic shows. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff like that. My special guest in the studio tonight is Mr. Jason Green. Sure, you've heard of him. If you haven't, by the time we're done, you will have heard of him. So Jason Green is a really awesome comedian, local comedian here on the scene. We're going to talk a little bit about him. We're going to talk about the 11 venues that I was at last week and the not 12 venues that I'm going to be at this week. That's right, there was a change in my schedule about an hour ago. So we'll update that. And then we're going to take you on the website where you can go to financially help the State Fair Karaoke Showcase be even bigger. And we're going to show you how to find an amazing place to eat some dinner or lunch or breakfast maybe. And then we're going to talk more about the State Fair, what's going on with it, how many venues are left. Yeah, we're already moving in. And all the crazy stuff at Red Velvet Underground. We're ready to find people to judge you. I've got a nice little clean joke for you about women because I'm pissed off at them right now. Just kidding. I'm never pissed off at women. I think women are amazing.
You sound like Mr. Curious.
Animals. No, I'm just kidding. So seriously, on a serious note, thanks for being at Call Me Ozz Live. We will keep you entertained, I promise you, for a few minutes anyway. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be right back. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with Mr. Jason Green.
Aquí en Leos, en tu lugar favorito, tenemos karaoke. ¿Te crees Paquita del Barrio? Vicente Fernández, Pepe Aguilar, ven y canta aquí en Leos.
Karaoke, todos lunes y miércoles son de karaoke en Leos Nightclub.
Puro amor norteño. Chichi, chao.
It's time to get ready for our weekend karaoke. Come on down to Fiesta's Restaurant every Friday night with me, DJ Drastic, your karaoke host for the evening. We'll see you guys starting at 9 p.m.
All right, what's up, y'all? This is DJ Bainey down at Bosey Brothers Brewery. That's at 601 Gold Street Southwest, not Northwest, Southwest. Come on down, sing some karaoke. It's Thursday night. We start at 7 o'clock, 7 to 11. And you get $1 off every time you sing a song. So bring your designated driver and come on down and sing some karaoke on Thursday night here at Bosey Brothers, 601 Gold Street Southwest.
What's up, y'all? My name is DJ Ash, and I will be your host every Thursday night here at Twist Nightclub, your new alternative lifestyle club here on 4th and Central. Every Thursday night, we have great singers, we have epic drink specials, and we have awesomeness. Please come down and see me.
Cities of Gold Casino presents DJ Drastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite you guys out to the Cities of Gold Casino. Inside the Golden Cantina, we brought karaoke starting at 9 o'clock with me, DJ Drastic, your karaoke host. I hope to see you guys every Saturday night at the Cities of Gold Casino inside the Golden Cantina.
Drastic Entertainment.
And welcome back to Call Me Ozz Live. I have Mr. Jason Green here with me.
Hello. Call Me Ozz Live.
Right?
Audience.
The
world.
audience, the world, the
How's it
Facebook
going?
world.
The Facebook world.
Yes. We're not that famous.
Trash about the Instagram world.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not worldwide famous yet.
Oh, okay. Good.
We're just Facebook famous.
I can't deal with that kind of pressure.
Right? Do you know how much pressure it is already?
No, and I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I'll freak out. We're like a deer in the headlights.
I don't want to see you freak out.
You ever seen a polar bear in the headlights?
No. What would a polar bear in a headlight be like?
Oh man, they completely panic because, first of all, there's no roads. So they're like, what are you doing here anyway? Deer in the headlights just freaks out because they're about to get run over. But a polar bear is wrestling with the very concept of a car existing.
That would be like a complete freak out.
Telling you it is.
Like a polar bear could be out sliding around on the ice or whatever, and then all of a sudden a big old semi is coming at him. Yeah, he'd freak.
Mm-hmm. Jackknifing.
Right.
Like no tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep.
It's perilous down there.
You ever been there?
No.
You just thought about it.
I watch Science Channel.
Oh, there you go. That's a cool show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Every 24-hour show, the Science Channel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like one of those shows that you put on when you're ready to go to sleep, and you just watch it and you fall asleep. And then you wake up the next day and you wonder why you're so smart.
I've been that's smarter, not harder. See, I've been paying attention and taking notes and staying up all night and doing cough syrup and stuff, to stay awake. And
Yeah. Yeah. I find stupid stuff on YouTube to watch. It works.
Yeah, I like good stuff on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You ever watch? There's this guy called the Craftsman.
The Craftsman?
Craftsman. He's highly recommended. He's a sock puppet that does crafts and tells stories. He's kind of a modern day mix between Justin Wilson and Bob Ross, but he's a sock puppet.
He is a sock, like somebody took a sock and made a puppet out of it?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's like a felt puppet. I don't think he's not like like that monkey. Like he's not a sock puppet per se, like Syphil and Ollie, but he's a like a felt puppet, like a Muppet or whatever.
That's cool. I do remember the sock monkey from the day.
Yeah, that sock monkey, man. Everybody had one of those. I think
everybody had at least one of those.
Nobody had I didn't have those sock monkey.
You didn't have a sock monkey?
Fuck no.
But you know the sock monkey with the big red mouth and everything?
No.
You don't even know what we're talking about?
Something about a puppet.
Oh, you should Google that stuff.
Yeah, there was this sock monkey that like no one ever bought, no one would ever admit to having procured this thing deliberately, but like you see them in everybody's house, and
Exactly.
They gave them away at the bank where they had surveillance equipment in them, I think, because they didn't used to have social media to suck your personal information. They'd have to plant a sock monkey in your house.
I would not be a bit surprised.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and then they started filling them. Do you remember that? They would the sock monkey would get filled with stuff and then just sit around. And then it became like the door crack thingies on the doors.
Mm-hmm. Ever since they stopped making them, look at our landfills and our toxic waste dumps. They're just flowing over, We used to get rid of that stuff in these monkeys, but now EPA or whatever,
Yeah, now the EPA would say, oh no, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't put it back in the earth. Whatever you do. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's enough about the sock monkey. I didn't see the sock monkey, but I did see some venues last week.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did. I went to Post 49 last Wednesday as soon as I left my show. Saw Mr. James Diaz. He's doing well. By the way, Larry, I thought you said you were going to drop by.
I spaced it.
Yeah, well, guess what? You made a liar out of me. I'm sitting there, James, Larry's going to come see you. I'm sitting there.
Why'd you make all this hype?
Well, because you said you were going to go see him. But you didn't. No. But that's okay. Don't worry, he wasn't too heartbroken, just a little bit.
Doesn't he do it tonight too?
Yes. And tomorrow night.
Well, then I can go see him tonight.
All right, well then go see him tonight. You'll make him happy.
Yeah.
So I went over there, sang some slow songs. They do karaoke every Wednesday and Thursday, by the way, Jason, just in case you want to go.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing about it. Karaoke is the only martial art that I've ever excelled in, but I don't get out very often. I don't know. I'm more of a private karaoke channel. I go hard though. Yeah. I do Young Americans that'll make everybody leave the bar.
Nice. Then I went down to shift change. So the KJ wasn't there, so they had what they called self-service karaoke. Very interesting.
You do it with sex toys or whatever?
Yeah, no, they had the sex toys put up already. But that's a great idea. Sex toys and karaoke.
I think isn't there a name of a sex toy shop called Self Serve? It was just a little joke, a little wordplay. I don't mean it.
Probably so.
What about vibrate? Why don't microphones vibrate?
That's a good question.
You know, you get like a natural vibrato. You know, to your
microphone.
sesh, if you will.
That would be for all the karaoke freaks out there.
Yeah.
Fetish time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a vibrating microphone.
All right.
So then I popped in at Leo's nightclub after that.
Okay.
We'll leave that one alone. Then the very next night, I went to Tractor Brewery on the west side with Jackie. They do karaoke every Thursday from 7 to 11 up there. And then I went to Desert Valley Brewing Company right down the road. They do karaoke every Thursday from 7 to 11. And then I went to the Soch with Camo. They do karaoke every Thursday from 9 to 1. And then we ended our night at the Effing Bar and Grill, where they do karaoke every Thursday from 9 to 1. And they are a New Mexico State Fair karaoke showcase participating deal. And we did our photo shoot there for merchandise. So it was pretty
picturesque, is it?
Yeah, it was
Photogenic
pretty epic. Yeah, it's a good place to do pictures. So Jackie was in her Ozette shirt, sporting her Ozette, or Call Me Oz koozie wrapped around her beer to keep her hands warm, but her beer cold.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about the fact that it keeps your hands from getting cold.
Right?
Yeah.
I do, because I hate getting cold. And she was sporting her hoodie. And me, I was just showing off the shirts. So we did pictures.
Got to.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time. Saw Kevin Kennedy there.
Yeah, he frequents the effing bar.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
From
So
what I understand.
he was there. And then on Friday, I actually didn't go anywhere. And then Saturday, we did a competition at Camino Royale Winery and Tap Room. Where were you? You were supposed to be competing.
Saturday, what was I doing that Saturday? I was doing something on Saturday, but my gosh, that was a while. Oh, band practice. That's what I was doing all day, band practice.
So what kind of instrument do you play?
I play bass in our band.
Nice. I have a bass.
Otherwise, I don't usually play bass. My main instrument is the washboard.
Oh. So what kind of
It's a
music
lot
do you guys
trickier
play?
than bass. We play, the answer is not family friendly. The stock answer that we give is F music. The F meaning it's a good playlist for getting down to. I mean, we just
Nice. Can I have a recording of that?
nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That would be nice. By the way, so unfortunately, we don't have Patty tonight. Let's see, I want to say hello to Daniel and to Jackie and to Renee. Thanks you guys for joining us. They're visiting us today. Normally we have our tablet here, but because we don't have Patty, we're without a tablet.
Oh.
Because we're without Patty. Miss you, Patty. In case you're listening or watching, she's probably sleeping. I can relate to that at the moment for sure. So last night I went to the Elks Lodge up in Rio Rancho, where they do karaoke every Tuesday from 7 to close. And then I was at Sidelines with Country Joe, where they do karaoke every Tuesday and Wednesday from 8 to 12. So just in case you want to go do karaoke, see, I knew Patty could hear us. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty.
And hi, Michelle. Glad you're back from Hawaii. Enough said.
I wonder, this is the background. Oh my God, it looks like there's no lid on this water. That is so freaky.
Hey, that's pretty cool, huh?
Uh-huh.
So, like, if you turn it this way, it'll look like there's a hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the hole?
I mean, can you see a hole? Yeah,
Hi, Luis.
my shoes. All right.
Are your shoes green?
I don't mean to get Bobcat Goldthwait on this, but oh my God, look at my what?
That is freaking crazy.
Day made.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is so you can do all kinds of holy stuff if you have green stuff on you.
Yeah, if I open my mouth,
That's
you can
pretty
see
epic.
into the other side of the universe.
So if you were to take this lid and maybe put it here, you'd have like a hole.
Whoa!
Is there a hole in my
Yeah,
face?
you look like you got a bullet.
Right here at the forehead.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. That's some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. See what you started?
I'm very. I don't do observational comedy, but I do regular observations,
That's pretty
left
epic.
and right.
So,
Notice that kind of stuff.
this is where I'm going to be tonight. Home.
Oh, cool.
Guess
See,
where
that's
I'm
the kind of karaoke I like to do, just at some
Right.
dude's house.
At home.
So, what time does the karaoke start?
About 8 o'clock. And guess where I'm going to be tomorrow night?
Gosh, what is Thursday? I don't know.
Home.
Home.
Guess where I'm going to be Friday night?
Sounds like a pattern. 3-day weekend.
Home. See, for me, it's like when I stay home, it's like a vacation.
State.
Actually.
Yeah.
And then guess where I'm going to be Saturday night?
All these places where you start all over again.
Now I'm going to be at my person's house. Guess where I'm going to be Sunday?
I'm 0 for. I'm not. I'm out. I'm 0 for 6 so far.
Home. So, I missed one thing. Guess where I'll be Saturday during the day?
At the zoo.
You can kind of call it the zoo. It's actually where we're going to be setting up our new office. Yes. So I will be down there getting it cleaned up, putting styrofoam on the ceiling so that we can sing really loud in it. And then, yeah. So, and hanging curtains and getting an office set up. And then Monday night I'll be home again, and then Tuesday night I'll be home again, and then Wednesday I will finally go out to the Alley Cantina in Taos, where we have an audition to send 2 more people to the New Mexico State Fair. And then Thursday I'll be at Hub City, and Friday I'll be at Billiard Palace, and that will be my life.
What's the song selection look like in Taos?
Same as everywhere.
Oh yeah, I would think a lot of I don't know Eagles and Fleetwood Mac and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's what they sing a lot of. They sing a lot of Eagles and Leonard Skinner and Led Zeppelin and a lot of,
okay.
pretty much a
That
lot
sounds-
of, yeah.
So pretty standard. It's not. they
What
don't
you
like
would, let me put it this way, it's
John
what you
Denver
would
and
expect,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Kaylee.
That's kind of the thing I would expect. Maybe some Engelbert Humperdinck or whatever.
Who?
You don't know who Engelbert Humperdinck is?
I've heard of him.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Am I the old guy here?
But I can't really place what he sings.
Yeah, me either. My mom had an Engelbert Humperdinck 8-track in the back seat of Pinto. That oh yeah, it was a Pinto station
The
wagon.
AMC Eagle.
Yeah,
Wasn't that the type of car at that time?
lock
The
me
AMC.
in there while she'd go to work at the mine. I'd just sit there and wonder what that damn 8-track sounded like, you know. Leave the
Now
keys.
we know what happened to you.
Oh yeah.
That explains it all.
You scratch the surface.
So
But that's all you can scratch, really. You can't scratch the core. Burn your fingers anyway.
That's true. That's very, very true. So I've got something on the website that I want to show y'all. Ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right. So on the website, there's a little something that you can look at. We're going to talk about this a little more in detail in just a minute. If you go to this button right here, which is the New Mexico State Fair homepage button, it will take you on over here. You can click on this little button that says to make a $5 donation or become a sponsor. You can click on that. That takes you over here to this page right here. This is the donation page for the New Mexico State Fair Karaoke Showcase. You can donate $5 or $10 or $20 or $50 or $100 or $500 or $5,000 or. If you, well, that's a whole separate donation thing. Yeah, no.
It's on video. You said I can go back to the tape.
That is a different donation. This money goes directly to the New Mexico State Fair Karaoke Showcase because we're going to talk about it a little more in detail.
Just 'cause we told you to.
I don't think I should shave my head. I happened to talk to my hairdresser about that. As soon as I mentioned it, she turned red and about had a freaking heart attack. I thought she was going to die.
It's money in her. It's money out of her pocket, though. You can't.
That's true too.
It's not exactly an objective question.
That would be like a year before she cuts my hair again. So what the deal is, let me explain to you what Larry is talking about, okay? So there is a fundraiser for Mary Frances, who is a very good friend of Drastic, who is a very good friend of ours, and she has been diagnosed with ALS. And so the one dream she ever had in her life was to take her family to Disneyland. So we want to help her do that. So if somebody is willing to donate $1,000, I will cut my hair to the bottom of my ears. Actually, my hairdresser will, and then you will have to pay for her hospital visit afterwards. Okay? Now, if you're willing to donate $5,000 to the cause, then I will shave every single...
Bill Cosby? Oh. My bad. Sorry. I still call him that.
I will shave my head bald.
Okay. It's very liberating. You should just, I mean, now you shouldn't do it because it's a good cause and everything like that. But just generally, you should do it anyways.
No, I don't
So
think
it's a little reminder about how nothing matters.
Come on, do it.
What I should do is I should bring my hairdresser on live right about now. Yes, that's what I should do. I just wonder what she would have to say. I do want to say hi to Felipe and Cindy. And, hi, Patty. Yes, I know. See, even Patty's over here. You promised to shave your head at $5,000. I said that. But for the state fair, I am not shaving anything off if you donate money to this. Well, maybe I would. Maybe. We'll see. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you on the website, in case you didn't know, is... You got a hole in your hand? I got a hole in my head.
It can only be filled. Yeah.
So if you're looking for a place to eat, go to our dining out guide. It's right here. It's pretty unique. We're building it up. It's growing every week thanks to Jackie. We have a seafood restaurant called the Artichoke Cafe. We have a Mexican food restaurant called Bandito. We have a New York pizza place called JC's New York Pizza Department. Great place to eat. We have a Mexican seafood restaurant, Marisco Saltamar. We've got an Italian restaurant, Trombinos. And, your restaurant needs to go right there. So if you want to know how to do that, you click on this button and it will tell you exactly how to do that.
I didn't know anyone knew about my restaurant.
You didn't?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Now they know. What restaurant is yours?
Just I go out on the corner of Coors and Atrisco with a cooler full of burritos. Fill the burritos throughout the night before. Just get them out, you know. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the culinary adventure. Nah, not the ladies. Come on.
So just...
I'm a married man.
And hi, Riche and Danielle. Good to see you guys. So just out of curiosity, I don't know if this will work, but we're going to find out. Yeah, Larry has no idea I'm about to do this, and he's probably going to get pissed off, but that's okay. I piss people off all the time.
No.
It's like a normal occasion for me. It happens all the time. We're going to make a quick phone call here. Let's see if this works.
Enjoy this Verizon ringback tone while your party is reached.
Let's see if she answers the phone. Oh man, that's loud. Is that loud, Larry? Oh, he says it doesn't matter.
There's some gotcha. So he's doing some gotcha journalism.
Making a phone call here. Please answer your phone.
Yeah, Ron Bell. What's the matter? Answer your phone. We're calling Ron Bell right now. We're going to call him out on his You know what he does.
You're gonna call him.
You know
out
what
on
he's
his
up
shit.
to.
You know, this could be.
Sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that is not.
She didn't answer her phone, so we're gonna call it again.
You're a bugger?
Yes. Hello.
This better not be a shitty phone call.
Is this Tammy? Oh yes, this is. This is
Oh, my
Tammy.
bad.
You know who this is, right?
This is Billy, and you better not have gotten that donation, because I'm sorry, return the money.
Okay, so just so everybody knows, this is Tammy, my hairdresser. Tammy, you are live on my show right now, just so you know. So we're talking about this donation thing, and they don't believe me that you have a problem with this.
I have a big problem with this.
So what is going to happen if somebody donates $1,000 and you have to cut my hair to the bottom of my ears?
You're going to give the money back and give her $1,000 out of your pocket.
Okay, all right. And what's going to happen if I get $5,000 and I show up at your salon and you're going to shave off all my hair?
Well, I guess we're going to all have a crying party.
So there you go. All right, everybody, you have that live from my hairdresser. You didn't believe me. Now, do they believe you now, Tammy?
I hope they do.
What happened to my boss when he sent me back 4 times to get my hair cut?
I told him he needed to fire you.
Now, do you all believe me? You are awesome, Tammy. I love you so much.
Thank you. Love you.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now, do you all believe me now?
I believe you, but I think that you should switch the dollar figures. Because personally, I would sooner shave my head than like go. You're talking like a Peter Tork, basically, right? Like a page boy kind of.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. You're gonna want to shave your head after walking around a couple of days rocking that Peter Tork. Is my prediction.
So the part that we were just talking about where I got this job and I was making a lot of money and I had my hair was a little longer than this. So I go into work and, you know, and they're all like redneck type people and stuff, and they all have short haircuts and they just think that that's the way guys should look and blah, blah, blah. So I go into work and they're, you know, my boss is like, hey, you know, glad to have you on board. Hey, would you mind just trimming your hair a little bit? I'm like, you guys are paying me $70,000 a year. Sure, why not? So I go to her and I'm like, all right, I need to cut my hair a little bit. So she cuts my hair a little bit. I go back to work the next Monday and they're like, so I thought you cut your hair. And I said, well, I did. I went, I had my hair cut a little bit. And they're like, well, do you think you can cut it a little bit more?
Is this how everything's going to be?
So then I go back to Tammy and I'm like, Tammy, they need to cut it just a little bit more. And so she's getting a little frustrated, but she's like, okay. By now it's coming up, you know, to about here, about this far from my ear. And so I go back to work and they're like, hey, I know you cut your hair. Do you think you can cut it just a little bit more? So I go back to Tammy for the 3rd time. And she takes off about another ½ an inch. So now it's up to here. I have pictures of this. See, here's the thing. I look stupid with short hair. Mm-hmm. And I have no confidence. So I look stupid and yeah. So anyways, so I go through the week and he's like, hey, do you think you could cut it just a little bit more? So this time I go back to Tammy and she called the boss. And she told him, if you want his hair cut just a little bit more, you're just going to have to fire him.
Wow, that's crazy. What?
She is crazy. This woman is crazy.
So,
yes.
What field was this? Is this in the innuendo field or the subtle suggestion industry or?
No, this was in the food industry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I sold food for many, many years, and so I was working for Zanio's Foods, and yeah, they all wanted me to look like them.
Yeah.
And literally, that's the way they were. Every single guy that worked there, like, had the same haircut. You would swear it was a military outfit or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
no, I've had jobs where that happens, you know, like some guy who gets in charge of hiring will, you know, curate this, like, this culture over the years. It's, ugh.
I say, if a guy wants to have long hair, a guy should be able to have long hair. If a guy wants to have earrings in his ear, he should be allowed to have earrings. I mean, whatever, but so anyway, that's the way that was. Oh well.
It is weird though. Like I had a hernia surgery, like a year and a half or whatever ago it was, and the doctor had like a tool tattoo on his arm, and he was just like a dude, He's like, he had like gauged ears and stuff. You know what I mean? I think that he didn't have them in anymore. They were like those floppy, like,
so he had holes in
like an old tree or whatever.
So it looked something like this, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
It looked like this.
Yeah. And it's like you don't even meet him until like you're already starting to kind of go, or I don't know how it works, but in my case, I was starting to go under from the anesthetic or whatever, and he, hey, I'm whatever, I'm like Caden or whatever his name was. I'm gonna be the surgeon and everything, and I'm like, I see that tool tattoo, and I don't know, I don't judge or whatever, but that bumper sticker's a label, right? It's not merch, it's just a label for the idiot. But anyway, I don't like Tool either. But man, that's not the kind of thing I wanted to see. It was like, oh no, not a Tool fan, cutting me open.
And you're cutting me open, and you're, yeah, that's not good. So Renee, Caveman, and David have joined us. You know who Caveman is?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You should know who Caveman is. Yeah, so that's what it was. That's what the whole deal was. So now, just so you guys know, if somebody donates money for me to cut my hair, you're going to get a call from Tammy, and she's probably not going to be very nice about it.
I'll cut my hair for attention, people. I'll cut my
So I'll just cut off the middle. How's that? Yeah. There's a new challenge. $10,000, and I will cut just the middle right here.
I wonder, maybe I should grow my nails out. See if I could score some money. Just to cut them.
I have two long nails right here. Well, kind of. This one's long. This one broke.
Is that so you can juggle coke?
Yeah, right. Sure. So I can paint them black and do the rock and roll symbol, because that's just what it is. So,
God, how dope would it be to have glass? I'm not like, but man, if you had a glass, like a glass pinky nail, right, that was like that long, you'd be the coolest cokehead in the bathroom.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
They'd say, oh yeah, dude, let's go meet in the bathroom. That would be the saying.
You'd be accidentally killing people all the time, though.
I know. So you hang out at Red Velvet about once a month. So every Thursday at Red Velvet, we do this comedy magic thing, right?
Yep.
So we have once a month you're there. We have Dawn once a month, we have Ann once a month, and we have Kendra once a month. So Kendra is tomorrow night with Dave Grimm, and your show is with Brian.
Yep.
Right? Funny guy.
Lamb.
Yeah, he's hilarious. And then afterwards, we always have this acoustic act, whether it's Swing Magique or Jackie or Country Joe or Darren. So that happens every Thursday. Now, starting this week, they are introducing the $5 menu. Right? You didn't know that.
I did not know that, but I'm intrigued.
So from now on, so we created this menu specifically for karaoke nights. And everything on it is basically $5. There's pizzas, there's burritos, there's tacos, there's all kinds of stuff on there. And so starting tomorrow, it's also going to be available on the Magic and Comedy nights. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And then there's $3 draft beer specials with that. In fact, there is a pizza and beer special where you can get a small cheese pizza and a draft beer for $8. Nice. Or soda if you don't drink beer. You can have soda or tea. Yeah. So that's a pretty good deal. And then also on Tuesday nights between 6 and 7, we have open mic comedy with Tyler Lovely. And then Karaoke Joe does karaoke after that from 7 to 11. And then Friday nights, we have karaoke with Kamikaze from 7 to 11. And then, of course, we have Kevin Kennedy doing the headliner show on Saturday nights. Have you ever been on his headliner show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Several times. Have you been a headliner?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. But yeah.
Something like that, right? How many comedians does he usually have lined up? on
Like,
Saturday?
5-ish in that ballpark. You got a couple openers, a couple features, and then a headliner. So that's 5, maybe 6,
5 or
maybe
6?
4, maybe. But let's say 5.
What time does he start?
I think that show starts at, I want to say 9 or 9:30.
9:30, yeah. Goes till 11. $5 cover.
Is that right?
Is it worth it?
I'm sure it's worth $5. I mean,
right? $1 a comedian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give a guy $1 just for, kind of asking for it and making you feel scared that something might happen if you don't.
True that.
10 minutes worth of jokes often elicits the same feeling.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good exchange, yeah.
I think that's a fair exchange.
It's actually $1.
Yeah.
One of my sets is worth exactly $1. Per person. Per person.
Per person.
Yeah, no substitutions.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So, I know, karaoke and the public isn't your thing, but we do want to let everybody know what's going on with the State Fair Karaoke Showcase. This is the biggest karaoke competition in the state. It is now tied into the biggest karaoke competition in the United States, which is called Talent Quest. And we started back on May 31st at Lucky 66 Bowl. We sent the first 10 to the fair, and then then 2 weeks ago, we did the minors over at Haynes Park in Rio Rancho. That's a done deal. And then we did Camino Real Winery and Tap Room last Saturday down in Los Lunas. So we sent 8 more to the fair. The next one upcoming is a week from Friday, and that is at Billiard Palace, where we will send 8 more. And as of right now, there are only 3 spots left at that venue to sign up. So it's getting very full. And then the week after that, we will be at Golden Cantina, Cities of Gold up in Milwaukee, where we'll send 8 out of 20. That one is starting to fill up. And then the Effing Bar and Grill will be Thursday the 18th. That one is filling up. Fiesta's Cantina will be Thursday the 25th. As of right now, there's only 4 spots left at that one. And then Mariscos Altamar in Los Lunas will be August the 1st. And then Leo's Nightclub will be Wednesday, August the 7th. And that one is also almost full. And then Kilt Check Brewing is about halfway full, and that is Sunday, August 18th, and that is the last one of the primaries. But then we've got 7 other venues that are holding what is called satellites, where each one of them are sending 2 to the fair. So we have Red Velvet Underground. They're still doing their preliminaries every Friday. And then the Skillet in Las Vegas is doing their preliminaries every Thursday. And then Alley Cantina has finished all of their preliminaries. So next Wednesday, we have the final audition where we're going to send 2 to the fair, and I will be up there for that one. And then Hub City Brewing Company they have one last preliminary this Thursday. And then Sidewinders begins theirs in July. And then Twist begins theirs in July, and then Christopher Mission will be the last chance to make it to the fair down in Belen. So that's what's going on with the New Mexico State Fair Karaoke Showcase season.
Karaoke is on fire, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. That's
cool.
what we
I mean, it used to be, it was just like just a bunch of cover bands. That's all it would be in a bar, right? Some cover band that sounds terrible, right? So I don't know, karaoke's cooler than that. It's kind of the same thing, but at least it's more participatory or whatever than some crappy cover band in a bar.
I agree.
It's a better culture then.
It's more interactive.
Mm-hmm.
So more people get to interact. You get to be the cover band.
Mm-hmm.
Good or bad. Yeah, it's not like what karaoke used to be when I first started seeing karaoke. It was usually in a country bar.
Mm-hmm.
And it was some drunk dropping the microphone, spitting all over it. It ain't the same.
Mm-hmm.
See, karaoke singers nowadays think that they are pros, which they are. in a lot of cases.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, we used to do karaoke at Evolution Nightclub after our open mic.
Oh, yeah.
On like Monday nights or whatever, and there would never be a big crowd, but sometimes there'd be about 15 people and like a couple of like really good singers.
Yeah.
But none of us knew they wouldn't come for the comedy show or whatever. But don't blame them really, But they would come for the karaoke because there was just like a tiny little rotation. There's like 20 people total.
Yeah.
Hanging out, drinking, and this giant nightclub. But like, yeah, these like crazy goods. Most of us were just like having a good time or whatever. But then like these get really good singers, and I'd just be like, "Oh, thanks for coming, I guess." But a weird thing to do.
Do you know a Noah Armstrong?
Oh, sure, I know Noah Armstrong. Hi, Noah Armstrong.
He says you're tight.
Oh, he would know.
Hey, Noah, thanks for joining us. And Robert, a.k.a. Jersey Kid. And once again, Caveman, karaoke is an escape from your worries. Get to be a rock star for 3 to 4 minutes. I think that's a pretty good description of karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yeah.
I think you nailed it, Caveman.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So at the state fair, if you're not in the competition, we have open karaoke every day from 5 to 6. And if you're in the competition, it's a great way to do a warm-up song. Then we have DJ music while the band sets up. Then we got a live band. And then we have DJ music while the band gets off the stage. And then we do our showcase. And then we have open karaoke from about 9:30 to 10:30. And then on the last day, we have the minors, the special recognition, and the cake. So it's a good time. It's 11 days of non-stop. Packed every day. I do believe we have the majority of the judges we need. However, I believe we're looking for maybe 1 or 2 backup judges. So if you're interested in being a judge, you can go to Call Me Ozz, click on the button for the state fair, and then click on the button that says Judges Application and get signed up right there. So next week, just to give you a heads up, our special guest is going to be this guy named Stu Dizzle.
Okay.
The voice guy. So for those of you that have been to the auditions so far, you will see that you will hear this voice guy on the videos, and that is Stu Dizzle.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys want to know what he looks like, watch the show next Wednesday.
It's always weird when you listen to a podcast or something for a long time. You have no idea what they look like, and then you see them, and it's like,
or a radio DJ.
What?
No, you see him be like,
or whatever. It's just,
I had no idea that's what you look like.
Yeah, you never. Yeah, because you can only picture a person like analogous to someone else that you.
Yeah.
That their voices. It's never even close.
So I've been in sales for like 35 years of my life. I've done a lot of sales, business type stuff, and it's the same way. You're talking to customers that are all across the country or whatever, and then a trade show comes around, and you go to the trade show, and these customers are there, and they walk up to you, and they're like, "Hi, I'm so-and-so from so-and-so, and where, and you're like, oh, yeah, okay, I should have never seen you before." That's the way it usually is. Right. I know, I am really on a bad trip today, people, just so you know.
Like a bummer.
Yeah, like I said in the beginning of the show, I've got a woman joke because I'm pissed off at women. No, I'm not pissed off at women.
That's what I did that too. I did business to business sales all through the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Ripped off a lot of mortgage brokers before the real estate collapse, but we got out of there before that happened.
That was smart. Yeah. I just sold a bunch of insulating windows that saved energy, but not as much as they thought they would. But see, I will defend myself. I didn't actually do the selling. All I do is made the appointment for the rep to go do the selling. So that's kind of the way that was. So
all I did was extort a lead generation company out of thousands and thousands of dollars once I realized how much they were ripping off these mortgage brokers.
Yeah.
Fair is fair. It's called
Sales,
Robin
man.
Hood.
That's sales.
That is sales.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
That is sales. So, earlier in the show, I showed you guys how to go to the donation button for the state fair. I just wanted to cover what that's all about so that you guys know. We actually do this every single year. We will set up the sponsorship page here probably within the next week or two. The reason this is the biggest karaoke competition in the state is because it's very big and it costs a lot of money. Like, I don't even know if you want to know how much money this thing actually costs to do. But so the state fair puts in about 40% of it, and then the venues put in about 10%, and then the rest actually comes from sponsorships and donations. So what the donation money goes to is it goes to make the competition even bigger. So basically, the money that comes in from the venues and the fair covers the base cost of the competition. Then we like to add all the bells and whistles to it, like t-shirts and all kinds of other stuff that is necessary to make it happen. Bigger prizes, bigger stuff like that. And that all comes from donations and sponsorships. So basically, if you just want to help the competition, you're more than welcome just to donate money anonymously. But if you are a business, you can actually do what is trade. So you can donate money and then we give you advertising in change for that. And the advertising is discounted, so you get double your money's worth. And then, so that's how that part works. So if you want to donate, you can donate anonymously. If you want to do advertising for your business, then contact us and we will take care of that. Another thing too that you could do is if you're a private individual and you want to do a donation, you can do a donation, and if you have a charitable cause that you want to give the advertising to, we can do it that way too. So there's a couple options, a couple ways to go about it. It's a good way to make it bigger and better. Have more fun. That's basically what it boils down to. And Caveman is just having a conversation with us. Oh, and some people have a voice and face for radio. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Go ahead and explain that,
I would
Caveman.
take a face for radio if it meant getting a voice for radio. I don't feel like I have a voice for, or I mean, I guess I got a face for like a pothole, really. You know, I can fill in a pothole with my face. Probably my
You
best
said
thing
that.
for.
I didn't say that.
But I want to be the next meme. You know how those ramen noodle memes? You know,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's fixing sinks and crap with ramen noodles. I want to be the next one. My face. It's people pounding my face into a broken sink, smoothing it over. Till
You
I
gotta
look
love
like a
comedians,
fixture.
don't you? Where are you from, anyway?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Boomer Sooner.
Are you like from Muskogee, Oklahoma?
No, I'm from. It gets worse. I'm from Lawton, Oklahoma. Fort
Lawton.
Sill.
I've heard of Lawton. Whereabouts is it? Is it by Oklahoma City?
There was one of the until now was the last place we had internment camps. Lawton is it's about an hour south of Oklahoma City, and it's famous for a couple things. It's where Goodyear tires are made. It's where Geronimo was imprisoned and died, and it's where a bunch of Japanese folks were interned during World War II.
Ah, that's
So
why
it's
I've
pretty
heard
cool.
of Lawton.
Yeah.
I was wondering why. It had to be that Geronimo thing.
Fort Sill, yeah. Fort Sill is what you've heard of, but like Lawton is the sort of town that kind of grows off of Fort Sill.
Oh, okay. I get it.
So nice, good racist community.
Yeah, it's a good place to go find a military wife, if you know what I'm saying.
So David Stafford has joined us. Sarah Moya, aka Drastic, has joined us. And Caveman is saying a radio DJ who has a voice is ugly AF.
Yeah. Oh no. I get the joke.
Well, I wanted Caveman to clarify that.
Yeah, I'm not sure who he's talking about. I don't have.
So, Caveman, who are you talking about?
For radio.
We want to know. We want to. Inquiring minds want to know, for sure. So what got you into comedy?
Coming up on the 7 o'clock hour. What got me into comedy? Oh, well, somewhere in my mid 30s, I just decided I couldn't really be involved with what you would call the workforce anymore. So have you ever done this? Have you ever been honest in a job interview?
Yeah.
Really? Have you gotten that job?
No.
Yeah. It's weird, right? It's crazy. Like if you go in, like the last job I had, I made all that money, and I mean, you know, but we were miserable. Me and my wife had kind of the same job, and we made like tons of money. We had so much money we didn't know what to do with, and we were miserable. And eventually we realized, we're like, oh yeah, I remember like 5 years ago when we told them we were detail oriented and team players and all that stuff we told them. Well, now we're miserable because we've been trying to live up to that lie for 5 years. So next time, so I quit that job, you know, because I couldn't handle it anymore. And I was like, oh, from now on, I'm just gonna be honest in job interviews. So I went to probably 50 job interviews in a year. And I was just like, well, I'm not really a team player, I'm not detail oriented, but I guarantee I'm the smartest person in this building right now. And if you just give me something to do, I'll finish it early and I'll go home and you will be so, call anyone that I've ever worked for and they will tell you exactly what I'm saying. And I would tell people that in job interviews and somehow
You got the
I
job.
never got a job.
Never got a job.
And I'm kind of shorthanding it, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, you know, I don't want to sit here and go through a role play interview or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? So I just never got a job, and eventually, like, the only thing you can do without having to lie to people is go up and make jokes. It's like the only honest way to make a living in this stupid country at this point.
It is so true. It is so true. So true. So is that kind of what your comedy journey has been?
I guess so.
Yeah.
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 Got to, you know, meet cool people and do drugs with them. And
so what else do you do
stuff
for
like
fun?
that. I mean, everything I do is for fun. It's the only reason to do anything.
Nice. Very nice. That's great.
Play washboard. Play a little spoons.
Spoons is good.
Not as good as that spoon lady on YouTube, but I'm getting there.
Mouth harp.
No, I'm not. I've tried one of those, and it'll bang your teeth sometimes. And my two front teeth are fake, so they're mostly metal. And man, you get one of those juice harps. Is that what they're called? One of those mouth harps going, and when they bang on your teeth, man, it is unpleasant as hell. I mean, it's like getting electrocuted.
I couldn't even imagine.
Weird.
So Adam Gonzalez has a question for us. What it do Oz? What it do Oz? Is that because you're drinking a do?
No, he's just saying what's up, Oz.
Oh, I see. Well, you know,
Young stuff.
I'm so out of touch with that stuff. So what is up, Adam? Well, I've got Jason Green here with me, and we're talking about his comedy journey. His comedy journey of life. Do you want to be famous someday?
Nah.
Nah.
Well, after I'm dead, I want to be one of those people.
Right.
Bruce O'Neill.
More like Timothy McVeigh.
Timothy McVeigh.
That's just a little joke. More like H.P. Lovecraft or something. I don't know. Emily Dickinson, let's say. Patrice O'Neill, I guess. Yeah. I mean, he was famous before he died, though, right? I mean,
Really?
I heard of him before he died.
Well, you have because you're a comedian.
Yeah,
Hey, Drastic, don't make fun of me. Sarah's making fun of me.
Because you're funny.
I don't know why anybody would want to be famous. It seems like such a headache, right?
It is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a hassle. It is a total hassle. I don't even know why somebody would want to do that.
I'd like Buckethead, I would say, is kind of what I'm shooting for. I want to be the Buckethead of comedy.
Bring back the unknown comic with the bag over your head.
Well, it's really about the prolificness, and I feel like I have a featureless enough face anyway. Like, you know, I need to lose the glasses, maybe get some kind of hat. I don't know. It's not about the visual, though. It's about the sort of concept of Buckethead, you know?
Yeah.
Become a radio guy.
Yeah.
And just
Become a
drift
radio
into
guy.
irrelevance.
Yeah, yeah. So what is the difference between a knife and a woman arguing?
I would have to say there's many, but what's the funny one?
A knife has a point.
Not always. Like a bread knife or...
True that. A bread knife does not have a point. An oyster knife does not
bill?
have a...
I think that might be kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
An oyster knife, and like a carpet knife. Or...
Yeah. Yeah. But for the most part,
Putty
yeah,
knife.
a knife has a point and a woman doesn't. I told you, man. I was on a woman rampage. Huh?
I don't know what that means.
What?
What's
It's
what now?
almost like, what's a butt for?
Oh, he's talking about a henway.
A henway?
Mm-hmm.
30 Sanchez.
Yeah, henway and a butt fur are about the same thing. It's pronounced butt fur, right?
Butt fur?
Mhm.
Is that what it is, Adam?
Henway and a butt fur. Those are old luthier tools. They used to use in the South,
Oh.
primarily.
See, like, yeah, I wouldn't know that. I would not. Is somebody knocking on the door?
Tradition to knock off.
Somebody is knocking on the door, if you can believe that. I guess he forgot to put the sign up. No, actually, the one time you don't put the sign up. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us today. It's been a blast.
Oh, yeah, no, thanks for having me. Is it over? I was just getting comfortable. I was about to take my shoes off.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, it's been a wild ride.
it has been a wild ride.
So much.
It has been a quick ride.
Yeah, I thought we were just getting started. I can't believe it's been an hour.
Is that how you feel during comedy sometimes?
Lately, I used to be pretty good at time management, but honestly, just the last few times that I've had longer sets, I'll get the light, like for 18 minutes or whatever, and I've been like, holy crap, time flies.
Sorry.
It used to take forever, and now I really have the problem where I feel like I've only been talking for 5 minutes, and it's
Right.
been 20. But
Right.
it's a different strain, I guess.
Probably.
Sativa hitting different,
Probably. That's the way that stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The indica slows you down. The sativa speeds you up.
Yeah.
So thank you all for joining us. We had a great time with you. You guys have a great night. Be sure to join us every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Next week, remember, Stu Dizzle, the voice guy, will be sitting here with me. If you ever want to know what he looked like, you're going to find out next week. You guys have a great week.